Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here. It is time yet again for some more StarCraft 2 commentary. And right off the bat, you're going to say, Force, what the heck is going on? This looks weird. It is weird. We're going to be watching an 8-person free-for-all here. Some pro-level players in this game. Let's take a look at the list, starting at the 1 o'clock position and moving to the right. We have got our Teal Zerg player, MYM X-Lord, the pink Terran player, Vile Illusion, our dark purple Terran player, E.G. the Muslim, purple Protoss player, Rob Pimpson, blue Protoss player, Type Real, green Zerg, who is 6-pooling, GL Snoot, our red Terran, Empire Violet, and then lastly, the orange Protoss, Rotterdam. So yes, this is going to be an 8-person free-for-all. Of these 8 players, at least 5 or 6 of them I've done professional 1v1 commentaries of. So obviously there's going to be some skill here in this free-for-all. This is going to be intense. I do not know. Oh man, this is going to be ridiculous. Trying to commentate this as a single person is probably impossible, but you know what? I'm going to give it that old college try. Whatever the heck that even means. Why do people say that? It doesn't really make any sense to me. College people try hard? I don't know. That's too funny. I'm making fun of myself at the same time, too. All right, let's take a look here. The only thing that seems too unorthodox at the moment in the production tab is really GL Snoot in this crazy early pool. So he's going to be pushing out with some very early Ling aggression. Looks like he's also doing that extractor trick to get another wave of Lings there. Coming on through. Let's take a look. He's going to be doing this one as well. Yeah, he's going to be trying to take advantage of that extra larva, pumping out some Lings. And then canceling both of those, putting him over supply cap, as you can see there. What this allows him to do, though, is come out with a ton of early Lings and be aggressive. Let's take a look where he goes. He can either hit Type Real or even Rob Pimpson. Let's see where those Lings are going. Actually, bypassing Type Real, even though it's a closer base and he could do more damage, he's going to be given a little bit extra time here to the Protoss player Rob Pimpson before he hits. But unfortunately, that gateway just finishing, Cybercore coming down. He is not going to have that full wall off. We have no Zealot coming on through. And actually, oh boy, no second pylon either. Rob Pimpson, I don't know his caliber of play, but he completely bypassed that Zealot. Maybe he was planning on coming down with that wall off, but doesn't matter. Lings are now in his base, and they're going to go straight for that pylon. And this could be a huge problem for Rob Pimpson. Rob Pimpson may be the first person out of this game. He is going to do some massive damage here, killing off that pylon. He can start to kill off a bunch of workers. Lings just sitting tight and dancing. What is Snoot doing? Dancing with those Lings. Oh my gosh. Now, the probes would have killed him regardless. All those probes definitely would have killed that amount of Lings, but he still could have done some massive damage and killed off, I don't know, maybe even half of the amount of probes that were there. Decided not to do so and just dance around instead. That's quite unfortunate. Snoot could have done more damage, but you know what? At the same time, this is a free-for-all. It's kind of about fun, even as much as it is about, you know, trying to kill your opponents. They're obviously not taking this too crazily seriously. A little bit of damage going down on this gateway here. Looks like Type Real decided not to move out with that. He does have a sentry about to pop out, and that should take care of that. Snoot being told to stop by Type Real. Force field, dancing Zerglings get taken out again. All right, let's pay attention elsewhere around the map. We have Metabolic Boost coming out over here for X-Lord. Stargate actually coming out for Rob Pimpson. Very interesting. And then besides that, I don't know, we got a starport over here. Where's the starport? Right over here. Starport over here coming out. Looks like it may be. We're seeing that hot swap for that tech lab, so we're probably going to be seeing some opening Banshee and or Raven here from Illusion. Let's continue to make our way across the map. We have got a Robotics coming out over here. X-Lord is moving out with his expansion right now. Looks like he has finished that Metabolic Boost. Cloak Banshees or Raven is what we're expecting over there. The Muslim will be going for an expansion. Also has 2 factories coming on out, so we'll be going mech heavy at the same time. Rob Pimpson coming out with a Forge. His Stargate just about finished. We do have a Stargate coming out over here as well for Type Real. And then continue our way on through. We'll be seeing GL Snoot macro up at the moment. Metabolic Boost coming out, getting nice saturation, starting to spread that creep as well. Armory over here, and it looks like it will be Marine Thor opening. That's the only reason to get that Armory that early, and there you go. Marine Thor opening for Empire Violet. That's a pretty strong composition, actually, in a free-for-all situation, so I'm not too surprised that he's doing that. And we're going to be seeing a mech play over here from the Muslim. He's also coming out with a 3rd base to get it nice and early saturated. We'll be able to get lots of mules, lots of scans, but also drop some expansions once he feels comfortable and safe to move out. We do have a Fleet Beacon coming out for both of our Protoss players. Oh my gosh, Rob Pimpson as well as Type Real now, both coming out with Fleet Beacons. So what is this going to be? Early Mothership from both of them? Roach is moving out for X-Lord, and he will be hitting Rotterdam at the moment. Also, the Speedlings coming on to join the fun. Let's drop that production tab for now, as it is just a little bit too large. There's that force field, locking him out of the main base. If he scouts out expansion, though, he might be able to do some damage. There you go, scouting out the Expo. Yes, Marine Thor's composition of choice. Couple of Lings moving on up. That's going to get met. Phoenix out here for Type Real. That gets dropped immediately. We got the Lings doing some damage to this expansion. Roaches have decided to head on back home. Rotterdam will be moving down to meet those Lings. Let's see if he ends up killing them off. Force field. Oh, almost loses it. Yeah, loses a sentry. Nice there by Exlor. Target firing down that sentry. That's what he wanted to do. Roach is moving forward to join the fun here. Not attacking, though. There you go. Finally pulling down to attack, doing a bunch of damage, killing off that sentry, gonna get that stalker as well, and then they should pull on back to that expansion. Things are about to get really crazy, I am sure, from all these players. It's just gonna get pretty intense pretty fast, I have to assume. We get some harass going down over here as Type Real is hitting the expansion of Snoot. Looks like we're gonna be seeing motherships from our purple and our blue Protoss player. That is gonna be absolutely intense. I don't know if any of these other players are ready for a mothership. I haven't been paying attention to the chat, though. They may have even talked about it. We got a couple Banelings moving on down to try to prevent this from doing too much damage. Kills off the cannon. Could kill off that pylon. He's pulling back for now, though. We got Queens, Banelings, and Speedlings trying to defend over there. Expansion gets dropped. Roaches pull back. I think that was the Roaches that actually ended up taking that out. Still have this pylon down here. Snoot very close to losing that expansion. He needs to be careful. Another warp and the Zealots could drop that before he could even take care of it. That is going to be a major concern. Actually, we're going to be seeing a couple stalkers. That's what they're going to do. He's going to harass here and pull back to the safety of the cannon. Very, very smart there of Type Real as he is about to be able to drop that expansion. Speedling's going to pull down with those Banelings, try to stop this from happening. He needs to kill off this pylon once and for all with this engagement there. Killing off the stalkers, saving the Banelings for another time. Decide not to engage with those yet. Rotterdam, what is he doing with those probes? Is he remote mining from there or what? Why did he pull all of his guys off the line? What the heck is going on? A couple Speedlings pulling on up. Violet just decided to expand right now. We got an expansion over here for the Muslim. He is going mass Hellions right now. He's also got some Thors coming on through. We're going to be seeing a warping of Stalkers over here from Rob Pimpson moving on down. Mothership pops into play. Saw a little frame rate harass over there from my computer. Type Real moving out with a Mothership at the same time. Rob Pimpson moving out towards Type Real's base with a Mothership. This is why I love free-for-alls. And the Zealots move up and drop the hatchery. Take it easy, Hatch. Snoot's like, what the heck? As he's getting hit with the Mothership. Mothership harass coming up into Type Real's base as well. So, you know, you move out with the Mothership, you deal with the Mothership yourself. That's just how it is. The Muslim trying to defend himself. Sensor Tower coming on up as well. Now, he does not know that Rob Pimpson is incredibly vulnerable at the moment as he is moving out with some Mothership harass. We also got some carriers coming on out over here. Speedlings and an expansion from GL Suit. GL Suit trying to make up for losing that Expo over here. Still, Violet is on one base, is preparing to push on out. Rotterdam, after losing that expansion, still on one base as well. Mass Spinecrawler defense over here. Mothership on Mothership action. We also got a carry coming in and play to assist. Stalkers, target firing it down. Looks like Rob Pimpson is victorious there. Takes out his opponent's Mothership first. However, now his Mothership gets sniped out. Rob Pimpson now still has the carrier, though, to assist. Carrier and some Stalkers are going to be being continuously moving out here. We did have an opening of Banshees over here from Vile Illusion, but he's not moving out with that right now, at least. Speedling's trying to pull up. We're going to be trying to harass the Muslim. Decides to just get a few free kills and then pull on back. Going to continue to move across the map and see what he can do for damage. We got a carrier still moving around for Rob Pimpson over here, as well as a few Stalkers. And I'm sure they're talking about all sorts of fun stuff, and they're going to continue to, but again, I can't pay attention to that chat because there's just going to be way too much going on that I want to try to catch. Mass Spinecrawler wall proves to be a bit too much there for those Hellions as they decide to move on. Won't be able to move up there, looking for an expansion. Actually trying to move on up, and yeah, he's going to take care of that Zealot and then try to push on in. Not going to be able to do so, though. It's the Stalker and the Mortal. Can finish that wall off there and prevent that from happening. Mass Hellions here trying to defend this expansion. We got a bunch of missile turrets also moving up for some anti-air to try to help against like such things such as that carrier there. And the Hellions doing what they can. No, oh yes, they do have blue flames right now. It's not going to necessarily help them against the Stalkers, though. Blue flame only helps you against those light units, and this is not looking good right now. He does need some of those Thors down here. There we go, Thors moving on down, and that's going to allow him to defend this expansion. A little bit of an engagement also going down over here. Looks like, yeah, successfully defend that expansion. Thors are actually pretty strong against the Stalkers, especially in those small Stalker numbers. The Thors will really tear through them. Muslim knocking at the front door, but not pushing in to Rob Pimpson's base. Pimpson says this is not looking good, as the Muslim could certainly push on up there and take that out without issue. Snoot does have an expansion up, doing a great job of spreading creep. Love to see that. Oh, Speedling and Balin drop coming down over here as Violet is going to be losing his expansion. Absolutely nothing he can do about that. Rotterdam trying to drop his Expo back up there. Some creep spread coming down for X-Lord. Anything fancy going on? Pink Terran player continuing to come out with some Banshees. We got an Infestation Pit coming out over here for X-Lord. Overlord, Death Overlord continuing to move across the map and going to be looking for a new target. Do have some Thor fire going down on Snoot's Overlord. I wouldn't anger Snoot because he could drop on the main base right now and do so much damage to Violet. But he is going to just continue to move across the map, and we'll keep an eye as to what they end up doing. It looks like we're going to see another mothership over here for Rob Pimpson. Any more motherships? No, it doesn't look like there's another one over here. Although Type Real doing a good job of stopping that expansion from coming down. And here it goes. Here comes the drop. Going to be going straight for X-Lord. He knows X-Lord's a strong player. Maybe that's why he's trying to get rid of him. Get rid of that Zerg opposition. That was some massive damage, right? Truce, Rob. Oh, what? Oh, the Muslim asking for a truce. That is really funny. That is really, really funny indeed. All right, here we go. Bailing drops continue. We got some Rats coming down over here. Tank line as well as those Banshees doing some damage to main base. X-Lord looking to be in a lot of trouble right now. Snoot realizing that he's getting hit from another angle, decides, hey, I'll pull back. I'll reserve these Banelings and Speedlings for someone else. He may even hit Vile Illusion with that. Thor's in. Hellions, massive force over here from the Muslim. Takes out all those Banelings. I think that those were Snoot's Banelings pushing from another direction. We got those Speedlings also moving on over here. Here comes the drop now. In the expansion, Baneling drop, busting on some SCVs. Very nice. Looks like Snoot's harass, though, at the moment has stopped. Type Real coming out with an Expo over here. What is he gonna? Oh my gosh, this game's ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. We're gonna be seeing a gateway heavy transition over here for Rob Pimpson. Now Rob Pimpson does still have his mothership in play. DeMuslim still safely expanded. DeMuslim now sitting on 3 bases total. He has got the best economy at the moment. No question about that. Violet now finally getting up a decent expansion. Got some defense over there. He is still sticking to Marine Thor. And again, that is a solid composition. Certainly not going to be a bad idea. Best creep spread award going to Snoot this game. Best expansions early on going to Muslim. I don't know what that even means. Best expansions. Most expansions going to the Muslim. I wonder if this harass is continuing. Yes, it is. Granting himself vision there with the Banshees. Getting vision on the high ground, allowing those tanks to do really hefty amounts of damage. A tank right here, too, would be perfect. If he could get a tank right here, he'd be able to hit even further along that line. And X-Lord really having a hard time with that. He is going to be going for Infestor Heavy over here, looks like, and continues up that stack defense. Really good idea in a game like this to go with those stack defenses. And oh my gosh! I missed it. I am sorry. Again, there's just too much going on. Snoot ends up losing his main base. Now he's going to have this expansion in the center of the map. He also is trying to take this high yield over here, and he has had control of the center of the map for quite a long time now. So no one else really knows about those expansions yet. Although a couple of Hellions right now moving out for the Muslim. We'll be spotting that very shortly. Things are looking very, very grim for Snoot. It looks like he may be ending up losing this game. Vile Illusion continues to harass X-Lord over here. X-Lord shouldn't be taken out anytime soon with those Infestors, Speedlings, and Roaches. And he's going to be burrowing them down and moving them really close. Here comes some Infested Terrans. Oh, I got to watch this. Infested Terrans get dropped all over the place. Scan. And lets him take it out. Those Infested Terrans going to get taken care of very quickly. And oh no, things not looking good for Snoot at all. Not at all. Really, really rough situation here as Type Real is about to take out this base over here. Infestation Pit and all that is going to get dropped. Snoot may be the first player eliminated of this game, unbelievably. He's been doing a good job so far in this game, but you know what? Not defending his main base when he ended up losing that was kind of it. And he's still got this base over here. He's going to try to stay in the game. X-Lord saying all against me. Now he has been getting hit from multiple angles, so I can certainly understand his frustration. He's about to lose this base over here. That base is about to get dropped since he's got tanks now in his main. The layer will be taken out. We have a macro hatch over here. He's still got all these units, but this is quite a hefty force to deal with. Big push of Hellions as well as Thor's moving out for the Muslim as he takes out Snoot's other base, and Snoot is about to get eliminated. Poor, poor Snoot. More hatcheries here for X-Lord as he realizes he's losing most of his main right now. Snoot calls GG as he gets taken out of the game, and see you later, Snoot. First player eliminated in this 8-person free-for-all. This crazy, crazy game. This is ridiculous, guys. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. No, I do, but this is just absurd. Marine drop over here trying to harass Rotterdam's expansion. Rotterdam gets back to mining as he takes care of the rest of those Marines. Scan from Empire's Violet, allowing him to take out some of the creep tumors in the center of the map. However, those were Snoot's creep tumors, and Snoot's no longer in the game. Big push coming from the Muslim here, and I don't know, those Marines not going to be doing the greatest here. They're going to get worked very quickly. Doesn't even take out that Thor. Illusion about to roll over, about to get rolled over here from the Muslim. Oh my gosh, that's what he gets, I guess, for hitting X-Lord. So X-Lord is safe all of a sudden, as the Muslim will be working over Illusion here, and I'm not sure Illusion can even defend himself. He's got one tank defending his main, and that's it. This push from the Muslim, very strong. He's got 3 weapons upgrades, working on his armor upgrades as well. Got another expansion coming out for the Muslim. Again, he has got the strongest economy, and that's going to go a long, long way in this game. I'm not sure X-Lord's going to try to flank the Muslim as he's over here taken out. Oh, maybe he's realizing, okay. Oh no, is he going to hit him? He should be grateful. Should really be grateful that he's taking out Illusion right now. I think X-Lord's gonna pull back and be like, I'll let the Muslim continue to harass. In fact, the Muslim doesn't even necessarily need to push on Illusion. Illusion is really out of the game at this point, with the hefty amount of damage he's taken. Muslim doing a great job of setting himself in a beautiful position. We got a push coming over here from Violet, and he's engaging with Type Real's base. He will be taking out this expansion for Type Real. You know, Type Real hasn't taken his natural. He relied on this expansion, especially after taking out Snoot. He felt that he was pretty safe, but a push from Violet is going to drop that pretty quickly. Nice defensive nuke, preventing the forces of Type Real from engaging on the backside. That is beautiful from Violet. He's going to let it drop even. Defensive nuke goes down, and there you go. Empire Violet is able to take out Type Real's only expansion right now, so he has got no income coming whatsoever. So far, the Muslim clearly looking to be in the best position, and look at that. Oh man, after the Muslim takes out the expansion of Illusion, we see a push from X-Lord onto Illusion's main, and Illusion is pretty much out of it at this point. Excuse me there. This is getting pretty ridiculous. I need to drink my lemon water. We got Rob Pimpson now moving up under the Muslim's base, and looks like he may, he says he's just running through. Don't worry about it. So the Muslim, a temporary truce with him. He's like, all right, I won't kill you if you're just passing through. Just don't hit anything else, please. Can't really control that mothership fire, I suppose. So Violet did end up taking out that expansion. Again, that beautiful defensive nuke. Looks like it did a fair amount of damage to that army as well. We got the forces moving on back here for Violet. Illusion is out of the game, but he's just floating around these buildings right now as he's saying, "Hey, man, maybe I'll try to land it later on down the road." Although he's clearly really far out of the game. Rob Pimpson moving around with his cloaked force here. He's got that mothership in play. Violet's got a decent army though. He could do okay against that. I don't think that he's necessarily about to get rolled over. Rob Pimpson maybe picking a different target. Is he going to try to move up against Rotterdam? We'll have to wait and see. I'm really surprised Illusion is even bothering staying in this game. He's obviously out of it at this point. And the Muslim continues to maintain his strong lead as he has got massive amounts of expansion. The Muslim now taking up about 1/3 of the map. That is absurd, absolutely absurd. Protoss army moving up here. Rob Pimpson moving down to engage Rotterdam. Uh-oh. A little bit concerning right now here for Rotterdam, as I don't think he can take this force. Carriers plus a mothership. And at the exact same time, we got another engagement down over here as we're seeing X-Lord push on to Muslim. To Muslim in danger of losing this base over here. Illusion still floating around units, but look at that mech army, so strong as X-Lord gets pushed back to Muslim, able to defend himself. He's even got some battle cruisers in play. That is absurd. Push continuing up over here from Rob Pimpson. He is about to lose his mothership. Very close. Mothership goes down to a storm. However, he can't deal with these carriers right now. And oh boy, Rob Pimpson. He can stay here. He can stay here and do damage. Deciding not to, maybe worried about some more warp-ins of stalkers. Decides to push back with what he's got. Continue push from the Muslim. He's a little bit peeved that we saw that push from X-Lord, and X-Lord now paying for that as the Muslim has a very, very potent army. This mech army with these battlecruisers is absurd, although we are seeing a few neuroparasites. The energy gets dropped from those infestors, and that is no more. Some fungal growths, but that's really not the strongest against the mech. They can root him in place, but not really doing any significant damage at all. The Muslim, I don't know. I may already want to be preemptively calling the game for the Muslim. You never know, though. In a free-for-all, anything can happen, but the Muslim is certainly in a commanding position. The Muslim says, "Am I not merciful?" We're going to be seeing a push right now from Violet. Now, keep in mind, Rotterdam did just get hit with that army that we saw there from Rob Pimpson. the carriers plus that mothership. He was able to take out the mothership, but now he can't deal with this. Stimmed up Marines, Thors, and oh no, Rotterdam losing his expansion. Gonna be losing most of his workers. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of mercy here from Violet as well as he pushes back. To Muslim, he just basically wants to sit here and play God this game. He says, you know what? Don't hit me or you'll die. And that's essentially what he's doing right now. We're going to see continued push over here from Violet as he is now working towards X-Lord's base. and Rotterdam will be remote mining right now as his main is pretty much completely mined out. Carriers moving across the map. The Muslim saying, Rob, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. You don't want to get taken out of the game that quickly, do you? Type Real is he remote mining as well? We'd like to see Type Real come out with an expansion. He's actually got a mothership, and he's going to just try to move across the map and harass a little bit with that. Rob Pimpson being careful to avoid any... Oh, he realized, oh, that wasn't the Muslims. I can kill it. Realizing that Marine belonged to Violet. Unfortunately for X-Lord, he is kind of out of the game right now as well. He's in a position where he's almost mined out of the main. Has no mining from over here, and he's going to be remote mining from the Muslims base. Remote mining from the Muslims base, also moving around with his infestors. That's actually really, really funny. I don't think the Muslim's okay with that, so he's going to be moving down and taking out those workers. Trash Lord, he calls him. He says, you know what, you can't remote mine from my base. Here you can. Stimmed up Marines right now, moving out for Violet, and he'll be hitting that expansion. X-Lord, yeah, he is gone. X-Lord appears to be taken out. Things aren't looking too good for Rob Pimpson. He's just got some carriers that he's kind of floating around with. We got an expansion coming out for Violet. So right now the two strong players are going to be Violet as well as the Muslim. But the clear advantage right now going to the Muslim is he has got a just massive amount of expansions. He's got a ton of upgrades. He's made that transition to battle cruisers, and that is something that Violet is not prepared for in the least. Dancing Marines over here as X-Lord is out of the game. We're going to be seeing some teaming up action here as Rob Pimpson now moves into X-Lord's base as well. He's going to be harassing that, and yeah, X-Lord is a goner. The Muslim moving in to help finish him off. Oh, what a sad, sad story. Violet Illusion still kind of chilling out in the game even though he's doing nothing. So right now, we're going to say that the Muslim has won this game. Who knows though, maybe Violet could pull something out. He is still sticking with Marine Thor. What is he for upgrades? 2-3, and then 3 weapons for that mech as well. No armor for that mech. We have continued upgrades coming. We got a mothership moving down here for Type Real. Type Real just harasses and drops down that vortex. He's got another vortex if need be. There you go, defending his mothership with that vortex. Mothership's pretty much all he's got. He's got a mothership and some remote mining, and that is about it. X-Lord leaves the game. He is gone. He realized he was out, and that was quite clear. So X-Lord decides to leave the game. We still got some action going on over here for Rotterdam. However, he is about to get hit with some carriers. That's going to be a huge headache. Rob Pimpson, does he even have anything at the moment? Okay, those are the carriers that I was talking about. Yes, there you go. Violet moving out with his Marine Thor, and he is probably prepared to mop up Type Real. Type Real could certainly be taken out of the game right now. It looks like he's bypassing Type Real, though, and continuing to push on forward, doing a forward scan just to see what the heck is in front of him. Carrier's getting hit by some Thors. Looks like there's a little bit of a truce there at the moment. Violet, what is he gonna do with this force? Is he gonna? Is everyone being so merciful, and that's okay. Again, this type of game, a free for all, is certainly about fun. This isn't going to be as serious, but man, what a game this has been so far. I don't know that there's really too much to see here. The Muslim. I mean, come on. The Muslim has got the game. Look at that mass battle cruiser fleet there, but we'll stick in it and we'll see what else happens. In fact, I think now is probably a safe time to throw up that production tab. It's not going to be quite as intense at this moment. So from Violet, we're going to be seeing some continuous Marine production. From the Muslim, he is just going crazy with these upgrades right now. I mean, he's so far along. He's got so much at this point in the game. He's actually coming out with some Raven upgrades right now. So if he decides to make a transition, I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, there's a storm coming down from Rotterdam, taking out a bunch of those Marines. We have a defensive nuke getting landed, and oh no, the Muslim does not see us. Please tell me that that is not the case. Is this nuke actually going to land? No, the nuke gets taken out. The Ghost gets taken out. That nuke was very close to landing. That would have been absolutely ridiculous, but the battle cruisers mop that entire force up very, very quickly. Plus, we saw some storms over there from Rotterdam. And now it just seems like it is the Muslim versus the world. A couple of carriers moving out saying, hey, screw this, I am leaving. That is not looking good. Vile Illusion now has this expansion coming up, and he's actually going to be coming out with some Banshees, trying to harass with that. He doesn't even have anything out at the moment, but yeah, it looks like Violution was right to stay. I mean, he could very well win this game. Not. It doesn't matter, though. It does not matter at all. Mothership doing what it can. And Muslim right now just playing king, just walking around and being like, yep, I got this game in the bag. Remote mining from Rotterdam. He's not even doing anything. He's got control of the tower, and he was laying down some storms, but that was it. So Muslim trying to expand over here as well. SCV's taking on Rotterdam's single zealot there. So the Muslim is going to be getting up another expansion. The Muslim also feeling pretty confident in this game here. Type Real, absolutely nada going on. In fact, he didn't even save resources for an expo. Ended up losing everything. He does have some, okay, so he's got some workers coming out. That's where his resources went. So he's going to be doing some remote mining. And then with that, hopefully he should be able to get up an expansion. But again, it doesn't really matter at this point. This game is over. We're just looking at it for fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this SC2 commentary. At the end of these free-for-alls, this is actually why, because I used to do free-for-all, I was doing free-for-all fan games, and it was fun. It was most certainly fun, but at the end, it really starts to kind of drag on because you have, you know, usually 1 or 2 superpowers, and at this point, it's really only 1. The only real contender was Violet, but he is pretty much gone at this point. The Muslim even grabbed some tanks. Here's the defensive nuke, and let's see if the Muslim spots us or not. We do. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That was that was really close. In fact, the nuke splash damage is gonna hit at least one of those tanks. Gets them both. That would have been hilarious. This is exactly why I'm still staying here, just in case something like that happens, because that would be a riot. I don't know that we have any more nukes over here at all, though. Yeah, no more nukes for Violet. Violet, that would be showing up in the unit tab. No more nukes from him, so he's just going to dance and take his loss like a man to the Muslim. Quickly works through. You can see how quickly all of that gets obliterated by that mass upgraded Battlecruiser. Violet's now out of the game. Things aren't looking too good for Rotterdam or anyone else, and that is it. Yeah, so at the end of these free-for-alls, it's just pretty much a little ridiculous. There's really, with 1 or 2 superpowers, the game's pretty much over, and then you pretty much have other players just chilling out, just to stay in the game for fun. And they're clearly not a contender. And that's exactly what happened here. So, start to wrap it up. Again, thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a couple days. It's been about 2 days since my last SC2 commentary. Was really tied up with stuff. Yesterday was a heavy Diablo day with just Diablo news, recent playthrough videos and stuff like that. I'll be coming out with more regular SC2 commentaries. Now, about games like this, I would love to do more games like this more often. The problem is you just don't see them very often. Rob Pimpson hitting the last of X-Lord's base, but he left the game, so I don't even know what he's doing. Maybe trying to take an expansion. More games like this, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s, and free-for-alls. I would love to commentate stuff like this more often. Here's the issue. Professional level, like this, there are some pro players in this game, so this was a great free-for-all to commentate. But besides this game, I don't even remember the last time I saw a team and or free-for-all professional level game to commentate. They just don't happen a lot. These players typically just practice 1v1 and play 1v1, and they don't do a whole heck of a lot else. Look at that, a little harass coming here from Type Real as he lays down 2 vortexes. He should head out of there, though, because in a minute he's going to lose that mothership pretty quickly. It just doesn't happen a lot, and that's the issue. I would do it more often if it happened more often, but these games, just, they don't take place. And because of that, I can't really do commentaries on a game that doesn't exist. So if you guys see professional level players doing team games, and if you happen to get replays of that, send them my way. Or if you see a free-for-all with pro players, send it my way. You can email me at force@forcestrategygaming.com, and I would love to do commentary on this type of thing again. Not because it's super serious and super intense, but because it is simply fun. And it does look like the Muslim has taken the game, and that is going to do it, guys. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And oh yeah, keep watching and keep owning, like our buddy DeMuslim here. GG DeMuslim. I did want to come back and show you Snoot losing his main base, and when I did, I found this gem right here. We saw a nuke from Violet on Snoot's main base, and then subsequently there was a push against him as well. So we get to first spot that nuke in all its hilarity. Oh, poor Snoot. And then immediately after that happens, Type Real moves on up and takes out the main. Oh, what a sad story. Snoot really got robbed here. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Take it easy.